When preparing for retirement, you want to make the best out of your money and you want the most appropriate accounts to put your money into. What you need are proper accounts to store it in. That way, you'd have access to more financial opportunities in the future. This is Intelligentsia, your life advice for practical and financial goals. Today, we want to talk about some accounts that you need to prepare for retirement, what they do, and how they can benefit you. So let's get to it. For the first one, we'd like to start off with something that doesn't benefit you as much as the others, but offers the basic level of saving, which is a checking account. While it alone doesn't help you keep up with inflation, it still allows you to store your money over time and allows you to manage your day-to-day expenses. You'd still need an account to keep you afloat in the present, and you can't prepare for the future if you haven't taken care of yourself in the present. Don't think of it as a direct process towards your retirement, but rather how you can take care of your affairs in the present. You can't just jump towards your end goal without making sure that you're covering all your bases right now. What this does is you're allowed to look at your budget and understand where your money needs to go in order to better prepare for things. You still need to allocate for your retirement fund, but what about all the other things? You still need to eat, save up for emergencies, pay for utilities and rent, and all those other expenses. What we're trying to say is that if you keep yourself better disciplined now and aware of how you can best manage your money, everything else will follow. There are also other functions that let you take advantage of your situation, like automatically allocating funds for your retirement accounts. Many people use their checking accounts to set up automatic payments to their retirement accounts, such as Roth IRAs or 401k accounts. This ensures that your retirement accounts are being paid first, so you don't have to worry about keeping up with your payments. But it doesn't necessarily provide investment opportunities in order to grow your wealth in preparation for retirement. It can be used as a central hub of sorts in order to facilitate and manage your funds like your brokerage accounts or other retirement funds. That said, while managing your funds is one way to make sure that you have money in your accounts, it doesn't function on its own. What we want to talk about next is a savings account that lets you have more money in the long run, which is the high yield savings account. It is what it sounds like. A high yield savings account usually has high interest rates compared to standard savings accounts. This means that your money grows at a significantly higher rate, which is important in combating the effects of inflation. Your money erodes over time because of inflation, and as a result, your money isn't gonna be worth as much in the future. Higher interest rates are generally a response to rising inflation rates. Because of that, you're somehow protected and your money won't devalue over time. If you're someone that has a retirement-specific high-yield savings account, that's good too, as it provides a clear separation between your retirement funds and your everyday spending money. If it helps you track your spending and it lets you know that a certain part of your money is reserved for retirement, you're left with an easier time allocating what's left of your money. Not all retirement savings should be placed in high-risk long-term investments like stocks. High-yield savings accounts can be a suitable place to park funds that you anticipate needing in the short to mid-term, like 1 to 5 years, as you approach retirement. This allows you to preserve your capital while still earning a reasonable rate of interest. It's important to note that while these types of savings accounts offer competitive interest rates, it doesn't necessarily help you build a lot in terms of wealth building. When talking about wealth building, people normally go for other ways of making money apart from interest. But in terms of added benefits for savings accounts, perhaps the health savings account would be your best bet. Think of it like this. A triple tax advantage account is nice because you eliminate the tax factor and you're left with money that you can compute right off the bat. What do you mean by triple tax advantage? HSAs are often referred to as having a triple tax advantage because you can contribute with pre-tax dollars, let the money grow tax-free, and make tax-free withdrawals for qualified medical expenses. This makes them one of the most tax-efficient savings vehicles available. Taxes, apart from other fees, are part of what eats away at your savings accounts. While it looks like a small percentage of a whole, because it gets applied a lot, all of those add up and spell disaster for your accounts. The caveat here, however, is if you're withdrawing before retirement or before a certain set date, the money you're taking out of it isn't tax-free. It basically functions as a regular tax-free retirement account if you hold on to it in the future. The other thing that you have to keep in mind during retirement, and is probably the prevailing thought during those years, is healthcare. HSAs are primarily used for those purposes, and as a result, it helps out against rising healthcare costs that Medicare can't handle. The thing with HSAs too is that they're available in some workplaces, and since they're portable, you could take them with you if you decide to change jobs. If you somehow invested more into your HSA accounts, they're also a tax advantage asset that you can pass on to your heirs if they're beneficiaries. They also offer a lot of other investment options that aren't available to you by just having a normal savings account. You'll make the most out of your HSA if you're someone that regularly contributes to it, invests in funds when appropriate, and keeps detailed accounts of qualified medical expenses. When retiring, healthcare costs are one of the things that you generally can't account for due to different circumstances and lifestyle preferences. That said, while that's one thing that most people think about, another account that people tend to gravitate towards when preparing for retirement is the Roth IRA account. Now, why do people value the Roth IRA account so much? Well, it's flexible, powerful, and it allows you a lot of different options on what to do with your money. For example, one of the main benefits of the Roth IRA account is that qualified withdrawals in retirement are entirely tax-free. This includes the contributions you've made and any other investment earnings. This is different from traditional IRAs that generally require you to pay income taxes on withdrawals. Roth IRAs usually offer a wide array of options, including stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and ETFs. From here, you can create a diversified portfolio that can greatly increase the amount of wealth you can generate over time. You don't have to limit yourself to saving when it comes to preparing for retirement. Apart from that, there's also no limit when it comes to your age when you're starting. You could start it at any time as long as you have earned income. This is particularly beneficial for older individuals who want to continue managing their savings. Since the purpose of a Roth IRA account is for retirement, you're looking at the long term here. However, it also serves as an emergency savings fund. You can withdraw your contributions at any time without penalty. Granted, this isn't recommended, but if you really have to, the option is there. Because it's intended to be a long-term account, contributions to your Roth IRA can grow over time. One added benefit to this is that qualified withdrawals are tax-free. The general idea here is that since you paid your taxes during your contributions, you don't have to worry about taxes when withdrawing. You're basically paying upfront, so you don't have to worry about it in the future, which is the same thing that you're already doing by preparing for retirement. All in all, these types of accounts all have different functions, but they all serve an important goal, which is to prepare for retirement. If you enjoyed this video and found us helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. We'd like to be able to grow alongside you, and we're pumped to have you in our next video. Stay mentally healthy, and let's get financially fit together.